How did Mirana become one of the most contested supports at this TI after years of being completely ignored? Today, I'll explain it, along with the items that you should buy and general macro concept of the hero. If you want to learn how to shoot arrow and hit arrow, let's jump into it. The biggest part of why Mirana has become top tier pick instead of being ignored completely is her new innate. She was always a good hero, but lacked a thing that she does amazing, and with her new innate, that's no longer the case. Celestial Quiver adds damage to her right clicks, quite a lot in fact, but also allows her to orb walk, meaning if you click the spell, not put it on autocast, you can attack enemy heroes in the creep ways without drawing aggro, like let's say Drow does. Let me tell you, both of these things are a huge deal. Level 1 you get bonus 8 damage per hit, and with each level it goes up by 3. This makes your laning stage super straightforward. You have 630 attack range and good animation. And if you're playing Mirana, you're supposed to hit people a lot, especially if your innate is off cooldown. This is exactly why she's so popular. She went from being underwhelming laner to a monster one. But if you don't harass enemy heroes enough, you're wasting her potential. Your first big decision comes at level 1, whether you should skill your Starstorm or Arrow. Generally, a big reason why Mirana is so strong is ability to farm the big camp on the lane with the Arrow, allowing you to get some gold fast and build your net worth. Best Miranas at this TI ended up having between 10 and 20 CS at 10 minutes, which is a lot for a support. What does it mean? You want the big camp to be open, whether you're playing position 4 or 5. As hard support, usually you're meant to block it, but not on this hero. This is your golden ticket. As position 4, you should value having that camp open even more than other supports. Generally, I would say in 80% of games you want Arrow at level 1, as it's the greedier choice. Q is great trading spell, but in the end, it doesn't make enemy miss anymore, making it just a solid nuke early on. If you are sure that the big camp will be locked, feel free to take Starfall, but keep in mind that at level 2, in most games, you want to take the leap, as this spell is really strong and without it, you will have mobility issues. Basically, taking your Q early means for the first 3 to 4 minutes, you will be unable to kill a neutral creep. As for the leap, the good tip is to always save one to save yourself or get a kill. You have 2 charges of it, and you can use one to get some damage done, but remember that it's your main defensive tool as well. Later on, the skill build is pretty simple. Once you get point in each of your spells by level 3, max out the Starfall. This is your bread and butter, and while other spells scare really well, Starfall is your main source of damage. Keep in mind that the second Starfall always hits the closest unit, so position yourself in a way to control who it will be. A good tip with the arrows is once you approach the lane from the side, you can aim for range creeps with arrow. This way you either hit it on enemy hero or secure it. Another good thing is aiming them in between melee and range creeps. If enemy core is melee, he's very likely to be in that area and creeps make it harder for him to dodge. Yet another one is to use any kind of terrain, like trees or cliffs, to make your arrow more reliable or even not seen until the last moment. Generally, using this spell takes practice, but there are things you can use to increase your chances. One thing I need to mention as well that I do not have on this replay is the fact that your arrow destroys any creep, including catapults. Mirana can single-handedly stop pushes from happening by using the arrow on them, removing any tower threat. Do it often, as it's not only a good way to get gold, but also convenient for your cores, that would need to hit it many times to destroy. With your mobility, long-range stun and quite a lot of damage, you end up being really good roaming hero as well. This is why you want to buy boots ASAP, as they open up that option for you. In fact, first Mirana picks in the patch were because Bane was super popular, you ended up roaming with him from 5 minutes onwards. This is key for your hero. You can be anywhere on the map, but your preference is to play with ones that set up you with some kind of stun, as then you can land the full combo. If that's your lane partner, perhaps you want to play more in your lane then. Other than securing runes for your mid laner, feel free to plant yourself there while farming comes in between. Just a reminder that I also offer private coaching sessions. If you would like to have one with me, join our Discord to talk about details. Once you get your level 6, this is where the fun starts. Your ultimate is crucial part of your kit, and it has huge utility. It not only makes you invis, increases your damage during it, and also grants you move speed. From macro perspective, it is a save that you can use across the map, scouting tool, and it also forces enemies to carry dust against you. Overall, it has a great synergy with your kit, as it's another utility spell. And speaking of utility, this will be your main goal when itemizing. Generally, it is agreed right now that Mirana's core item build is Essence Distiller into Aghanims, as then you add a lot of damage to your combo, and it also works perfectly with your level 20 talent, which on a greedy hero you will get quite easily. However, don't lock yourself into that way of thinking. Sure, it is foolproof way to play this hero, but you have many other options. Yules allows you to set up Arrow, so does Athos. Vessel is a valid choice as well. Just getting threats with Raid Ban turns you into right-click monster. While Aghanims is the most stable, it is also super greedy. Ask yourself, what does your team need? Because sometimes Force or Solar will be all you need to buy to win the game. Before we proceed to the macro gameplay tips though, I need to talk about the Aghanims more. This item basically doubles up your damage output from your combo. With level 20 talent, as well as your ultimate's damage amp, your full combo deals about 2000 damage. Yes, we're talking about just long range arrow into Starfall. If we add some right clicks on top of that, and maybe Distiller as well, you can see Mirana is one of the highest damage supports in the game at certain point. And while yes, she needs Aghanims for that, she's also one of the fastest farming supports. Not only she's able to farm neutrals from the start, but your Q allows you to push waves as well. Okay, back to the gameplay tips. Rule is very simple. Mirana adds damage, so you prefer playing around heroes that offer you control. While hitting long range arrow feels great, the most optimal way to play this hero is to pair up with setup, like Bane or Ember. Basically, anything that holds someone in one place for more than a second, and you should be able to quite reliably hit your arrows. Remember, both damage and stun scale with the distance, so generally you prefer to a bit further back than attack range. The way you want to approach is where should I play is who can set up my arrows better. That way, you end up getting kills and not only stay on a lane to secure it. As for your ultimate, the general approach with it is to be proactive. As a saving tool, it is rarely good. If enemies want to kill Mirana's teammate, they will be ready with dust. However, catching them off guard to get a gang going will have a better result, but keep in mind that it's global. If one of your heroes is showing on the wave, it's likely enemies will know that you're in process of getting a gank off. For your teamfight presence, generally you want to accomplish two things: get your damage done and not die. However, accomplishing both needs practice, as you need to learn your limits. Other than using your arrow to start a fight, you prefer to be the one that follows up, and only after you can commit as the first round spells is out, you can hard commit. Keep in mind that after using 3 or 4 attacks along with your spell combo, you don't offer that much, and this could be a great chance for you to go back a bit, wait for spells to be up again, and go again. While you're not the worst hero to just hard commit every time out of support role, you much more prefer playing with melee initiators that will soak up the damage from enemies. As your spells have low cooldowns, perhaps you can get 2 or 3 rounds of spells in a fight. Mirana is one of the most satisfying heroes to play in Dota, and on top of that, she's really strong right now. There is a reason why she was picked a lot at this TI, and this guide hopefully helped you understand why. If you want to learn more about playing support in Dota, subscribe to the channel, and join our Discord if you want to chill around support-oriented community. Let me know in comments which hero you would like to see next, and as always, see you